I'm glad I'm doing it off of this phone because this phone will allow it not to, like, I can see it, I can ignore it or whatever if I need to. Freaking voice is going.
Oh, you do it live on another phone?
No, I don't know why I said that. Hey, who just popped in? Who just popped in? I'm waiting for more people to come on in. Who is that? I see somebody's here. Y'all, my voice. Let me see if I can pull this down. Yes. Hello. So I'm trying to wait for more people to come. Who's in here? Say hello to your girl. Say hello to your girl. Say hello. Hey, Candace, boo. There go my girl Candace. There go my girl Candace. There she go. There she go. Ooh, ooh. Hey, ooh, Who that? Who that? Sunshine, that's me. Yes, that's you. That's you. Elise, travel the deep. Up there she goes. She always be up in here. Yes, I'm not get. Ooh, ooh. Y'all gonna dance with me? Y'all know I'm silly. Anywho, I'm trying to wait for people to come in. And I got some topics, but then I start thinking like, dang, I got so many. What we gonna talk about? I'm gonna go with the one I wanted to talk about. This happened. Like, that was real crazy. That was real crazy.
Everybody's still there?
Y'all still there? Like, it literally, my screen just went away. It just went away. I don't know what's going on. Y'all still there? Is this the same chat? It said reconnect, so I'm trying to figure out. Thank you. Burns having fun. Y'all, is this the same chat? Because it said resume. So I'm thinking it's coming back to the same chat. I see somebody else popped in, but I don't really know what's going on. I don't know. I think this is. Is this thing on? Yes, it's on, girl. You see me? I see you. I see you. Yes, I do. Y'all, I lost my voice. And my eyes feel so dry. And my face still look good from earlier today, even though it's 9 o'clock, okay? We're going to talk, and guess what we're going to talk about? Whether you have children or not, I still feel like certain things is just, it can help anybody. So I wanted to talk about, this is not the business. This is not the business. I don't know what's going on, but y'all, it keep like throwing me out and going blank, and I have to go back in the chat. I don't know what's going on. The devil is a liar. Like, I really don't know what's going on. This ain't never happened on my live. I have no clue what's going on. Who's there? Who still see me? Who still is in here and is reconnecting? I don't want to get into no chat and it keeps doing this. Like, this doesn't make sense. I've never seen this happen before. Who's here still in this live? I'm here. I don't know, y'all. We're going to try to work through it. If it happened again, I'm probably going to have to cut things off, shut it down, and start all over and try to come back in. I hate that. Y'all just will have to just be watching out for the live if it happens, because I don't know why it's doing this at all. I never had this happen before. But anyways, I wanted to talk about celebrations for the parents, for godparents, or whatever the case may be, people who you have children. I want to talk about how growing up, first being a single mom and then going from that to, you know, when you're in them stages of going all out and doing certain things. And a lot of times it's really not for you, or it's really not for the child. You get what I'm saying? It's to show people that you can do this, or that you got it, or whatever the case may be. I know the older I've gotten, that has been like a thing of the past. Meaning, like, when my daughters have their birthdays and stuff, we don't do birthday parties. We're not doing big drawn out things. If you've been rocking with me for a while, you know I'm the queen of surprise things for my kids, like surprise parties for nothing. Like, just because I love you, or just because I'm telling you I appreciate you. If you didn't see, I did a video Hey, Google user. If you didn't see, I did a video, and the video was for my daughter, just to tell her I love her because I missed something that she did in school, and it hurt me so bad. Like, I was literally on here boohoo crying. This was some years ago. And I did a surprise for her at the Embassy Suites. I'm talking about they had goodie bags. It was Mardi Gras theme. I went all out. Those are the things that I think mean so much more. A lot of times when we do stuff for birthdays, it's repetitive. Every year we're doing something for a birthday. We're doing something for a birthday. But have you ever just sat down and asked that child, what do they really want? You get what I'm saying? It's like sometimes we just do things because, oh, it's their birthday. I'm going to throw a party. I'm going to get a cake and I'm going to get ice cream and invite people over. A lot of times you feeding a whole bunch of people. You spending a whole bunch of money when that money could have went only to your child, because technically it is that child's special day. It is time for them to do and experience whatever they want to experience that they've been wanting to do for the year, whatever the case may be. So I am not one for going all the way out when it comes, yes, more meaningful. Exactly. I'm not one for going all out when it comes to birthdays, meaning like for other people. Because technically, look, you buying goodie bags, cakes for everybody. So if you're inviting everybody, that means you get a bigger cake. Now, we still do cakes, whether I bake it myself or we order it. We still do cakes, but you got all these things you need to do. You can't just invite nobody and slack and be slacking when you inviting them. So therefore, you're going to go and do all the things that you have to do for a party. And I feel like after the party, it's like it's over and they ain't thinking about that party no more. They're not thinking about it, nor are they even remembering who all came or cared about who came. They're really not. But when I ask my girls, hey, what is it you want to do? What is it that you really want? What is it? Okay, even if you did want to entertain something with another person, who you want to invite? Who do you really want to invite? Just because they're in your class, that don't mean they're your friend and you cool with them and y'all really mesh or y'all mingle. So we're not just going to invite the whole, we're not going to invite the whole class. We're not just going to do that just because, you know, giving invites to everybody in the class so everybody can come. No, we're not doing that. So what I do is, if she has a certain friend, or I only have girls, so I can say she. Well, if my child has a certain friend that I know that they're very close to, I would allow that child to come with us to do whatever it is that we do. I see so many parents, I mean, going all the way out. I mean, custom outfits, babies, little ones, just maybe that first birthday, and just it's different birthdays I think are milestones. But every birthday, a lot of people go all the way out and then feel some type of way after it's over. And then they're like, oh, only the adults ate all the food, or the adults did this, or it went from a kid's party to an adult party. Has anybody experienced this or know exactly what I'm talking about? Or you went all out for your baby's birthday and didn't get the turnout you expected, and then you got the people that's coming and they bringing 50 people with them. Not only are they bringing 50 people with them, they want to take plates home. They people want to take plates home, and then they didn't give your baby nothing for the birthday. First of all, if you invite me or my family to a party, I'm coming with a gift. A housewarming, I'm coming with a gift. Anything and can't afford it, you are so right. People are so caught up in festivities. You are so right, because at the end of the day, these kids don't even remember them. I don't remember all my fancy birthdays. It may be one or two that I can remember because some things happened that embedded in my memory. But at the end of the day, I don't remember all them birthdays and all that stuff. All the people who came and what bought me what, I can't. So how many of you are the same way? We're not going all out. We're not going to be doing the most, and I only do what's in the budget, period. Exactly. And that's what people gotta realize. Having a budget keeps you living a decent life. It keeps you on track. Like I said before in another video, every corporate corporation, corporate company, big businesses that are making money, all of them work on budgets. Your family must be that way. If things is a certain type of way, even in budget, doesn't mean you don't have it. It just means that you're trying to keep it. You're trying to keep it and make sure that you're not waking up tomorrow like, oh my gosh, I just spent $900 on this 6-year-old birthday party and my aunt just got on my nerves, or this, that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're doing too much for some people. And then here's the thing. When you have a way about you, you can allow people to impress upon you what they feel that they deserve from you. Like, for instance, you might have a person that you know, and you know them to always be on point about this, be on point about that, and have this and have that. So with that that they're getting from everybody around them, they feel like they can't let nobody down. It ain't about their kid. It ain't about who the event is for. It's about, oh, we going all the way out because they know how I do. No, it shouldn't be about that, because you know what? When you laying down and you think about all them credit cards that you use unnecessarily for a 6-year-old that don't give a dang about how much you done spent, and what auntie came who ate all the food, because they made majority of the food that you made. And I see so much of this. If it's a kids party, you ever seen kids parties when they're technically really for kids? Like all the foods are kiddie foods, all the foods are, it's strictly for kids. Then you have parties where like you got hot dogs and hamburgers, and over here you doing crab legs and shrimps and all this extra stuff where actually is not for the child. It's not for the child. It's like some people make an excuse to do the most to show off. And at the end of the day, like one of y'all said, they can't afford it. Why do you want to live like that? Why do you want to live like that? And why do you want to lay down knowing that it don't matter who came there for that moment? They're excited. Oh, girl, you did that. Oh, this party was, girl, oh my gosh, you did your thing. But at the end of the day, they think it's over. After a week, it's over. And you got to pay for them credit cards. You got to pay for all that stuff that you did, or how many checks you saved up to go and buy all this unnecessary stuff that your baby is not front and heck no. Exactly. That your baby or your kid probably ain't even paying attention to. My kids don't even get all excited like that. They be like, Mommy, I want to go to my favorite restaurant. I want this. And I want to go, like they'll tell me what they want to do because they know I'm not about to do that. I'm not. Is it because I can't? No, it's because it doesn't mean nothing. And even though when you tell them no right now, it seems like you're hurting them. But later when they get older, I promise you, you're not. Because you instilling in them, forget what everybody is doing. Do you. Make sure you're happy. Make sure you're supporting yourself and living below your means and doing what you need to do to stay above water. Because we don't want to be right at water level. We want to be above it. And not to the point where it's almost there where you about to drown and you can't even, you know what I'm saying? You want to be above level. And that's when you live below your means. Not in your means, live within your means. No, that's you still, no, you need to live below your means. You need to live below your means. You're not going to ever impress nobody enough to where it's going to change your life. You're not. You're not. I don't care how nice you are, how cool you are, how much they feel you got it together. Somebody always ain't gonna like you. No matter how much you feel you went all out for that party, somebody's still gonna hate. Somebody's still gonna say something negative. Somebody still is not gonna like something about it. I don't care if you was just blessed for somebody to come in and say, hey, we're gonna pay for this whole party. It's gonna be $1 million party. Everything's on us. Get what you want. Somebody's still gonna complain. Somebody's still gonna complain. The ice was too cold in the drinks. She know better than that. You get what I'm saying? They're gonna find something to complain about. So when you realize that this world turns because there's multiple personalities, multiple people that have their multiple ways of thinking, everybody don't like the same thing. Everybody's not feeling the same thing. Once you get that embedded in your mind, you will only live and realize that, boom, this is what I want. Word, that's nice. Okay, but anywho, focus on what you want. Remember when I told you about that circle? I don't do circles. I do dots because that dot consists of only me and I'm focused on it. You get what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, when you have that, it's kind of like everybody's watching everybody and seeing what everybody is doing. Real, let's be real. You get what I'm saying? And seeing what everybody's doing. I don't got time for that. When I don't got no circles, I ain't got to worry about nobody. I ain't got to worry about nobody else. It's just me. You know what I'm saying? It's just me, and I'm focused on me and mine. Because they're not considered my circle because they within me. It's all me. This is all me. So at the end of the day, when I see people doing stuff and I'm like, wow, now hello, Susan, you know you can't afford that. I know you can't afford it. I'm sorry. I'm not in your pockets, but a lot of stuff that you have said has let me know that you ain't financially where you should be and you shouldn't be doing that. You get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, hey, babe, when are you going to say to myself, and so yourself got to say, because that means that yourself, y'all meshing and it's hearing you and talking back. That don't mean you're crazy. But when you say self, you know what? I don't care what people think. I don't care if people do like or don't like what I like. I'm happy. I have to lay down with my choices. Good choices and bad choices. You make them. It's your life, but you got to lay down with them. You have to be the one to say, okay, I don't give a dang what they think. And when you get to that point in your life, that's when you're going to start getting more happier with you. That's when you're going to start opening up and seeing things change. These things that people do that consist of money, that's always going to be something that makes a person go all the way out for no reason. And you don't have it. And you're proving to people who don't even, they probably ain't even have it. They don't even got it neither. And they looking at you like, go girl, pushing you, get it girl, go do it, get that. And then you're doing it. Because that's what they used to seeing. But truthfully, you can't afford it. I had this one friend, and this is the God's honest truth, that was really cool. I'm not going to say no names or anything. But the girl, I'm so frugal. She was like, oh my gosh, you don't really use your credit card. You don't this, you don't that, you know, unless it's emergency. And I said, no, I don't. And my daughter said to me, she said, Mom, her daughter get all the Jordans. You know, her mother gave her new Toyota Camry. And now her mother got a new Lincoln, a Cadillac Escalade. And then they got that truck. So the father got a truck, the mother got a Cadillac Escalade. And then the daughter, she only 15, she was turning 16, got a Camry. A nice Camry, like would be an adult car. You get what I'm saying? A nice Camry. And it was so crazy because, and I shared this with my daughter for a reason, because see, when me and the mother get together, she literally said to me, she said, oh my gosh. She said, I wish I can be so much like you. She said, girl, I am $86,000 in debt. I said, girl, I can't sleep for you. I can't sleep for you. And you know, she literally said out her mouth, she said, I am at a job where all the women don't do nothing but compete with each other. She was like, not only do we compete with each other, but it's like I'm in it and I'm in it. I can't. I gotta show them they can't outdo me. I said, really? Do you really care that much? If they outdo you, let them. Are you sick? She was like, yeah, girl. She was like, I pay all my bills through my credit cards and I pay one off and pay the, like, she was just telling, I was just getting dizzy and I was getting nauseous. I said, $86,000. She said, girl, I don't think I'm gonna ever get out of it. And then we're not even talking about her student loan debt that she just kept throwing off to the side. I said, no. I said, you can't. You got to get on top of that. You got to do better. You got to find a way. I said, you cannot. And I told my daughter, I said, baby, everything that glitters ain't gold. So what? We ain't got no new truck. We still got that same Suburban, the 2002. And it's still, well, it needs to be fixed. I don't know when, whatever. But anywho, we got the other truck that my grandfather left us, a Blazer. And I told you that I ain't trying to impress nobody. I'll hop in that bad boy and keep it moving. Y'all don't make all that noise anymore. So I don't mind hopping in now. I'm not going into debt like that for, okay? Girl, $86,000. I was like, oh, okay. Oh, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Like, are you serious? Not for education. Not for education. Not for education, Dior Diva. Not for education. I was like, no. I said, you know what? It's so many of our people living like this. It is so many of our people living like this. And it's so sad because they'll never get above water. I heard that CPR. You are wise. Oh, thank you, babe. And it's the crazy part about it is she's going to continue. You know why? Because she's gotten herself so far into it that when everything new comes out, the new Michael Kors, the new Coach, when I say any new Coach sneaker, any new Coach shoe, sandal, whatever her kids got, she got to have it, or her husband got to have the Gucci this, the Gucci that. One day I was on Facebook and it was her birthday, and I swear to you guys, she had to have about 8 different bags, 4 different shoes. And I'm talking about Gucci, Coach, like, I'm just naming, name brand stuff. Talking about, oh, he's so sweet. No, ma'am. It's time for her to move and start over with a new circle. Girl, she worked with them. These are people at her job. Like, I can't. This tea is so good. She worked with them. So it's like, oh, who wrote in something new? Who got something new? Who, I only carry one at a time, though. You only could carry one at a time. And I got that Fossil bag. If y'all know about Fossil, y'all old school. I got that leather Fossil bag, and I always tell y'all about my bag. I got vintage bags. I still didn't show y'all my purge for my bags, my scarves, and all that. Girlfriend has to have the best of everything and will not shop in Goodwill. I am the thrift queen, so why we got the same shirt? Mine was $1. Okay. Girl, I swear people think I spend a lot of money. When they come to my house, we went and sat with some people, this Chinese lady and this other lady, this person that was an attorney, to, you know, get some business advice or whatever. And the lady was like, oh my gosh, how much did you pay for that credenza? Like asking, I was like, $25. No, like when they see it, I'm like, listen, I find diamonds in the rough, okay? And I make it do what it do. I ain't about to be broke for nobody. I'm not about to be spending unnecessary stuff for anybody, okay? So with that being said, you have to realize that your life is yours. You are responsible for it. You're responsible for it. You're responsible for what you bring into it, what you let come into it, and all of that. If you allow other people, that's some kid stuff. Get it, go. That's what it sounds like to me. You know, kids like get them, like they pushing you and peer pressuring you to do something. No, ma'am. No, I never been that chick. I'm like, oh really? So y'all going? So y'all about to all go? And okay. Well, I see I'm about to hop over here and go to Goodwill real quick. And I see y'all when we get there later. Y'all about to go to the mall. Okay, well, I'm going to holler at y'all because I'm going to go to these consignment stores and Goodwills. And then when we get there, they're like, girl. I'm like, this was $1.50. Oh, this, I'm sorry. It was 75 cents because it was 50 cents off. These was $2. You get what I'm saying? And I go through it. Like, I just can't overdo stuff that's not permanent. You feel what I'm saying? I can't overdo stuff that's not permanent. And people always see what they want to see. And I said, me and my husband be having this conversation about stuff that he wears, stuff that I wear. I said, when you carry yourself in such a way you don't get involved in certain things, people will just assume that your stuff is high end, high price, all that. I said, and I feel good about that because that means I'm wearing my clothes. Me and who I am and what I'm exuding is making you think that what I have on is way more pricier than it is because that's the way I present myself. You see what I'm saying? When you realize that those things don't make you, all they do is make you go into debt, you will stop buying all those things. People do what they do. Ultimately, we will pay for our mistakes and bad decisions. Always catch up on. Yes, love thrift stores and keep my money in my bank. Boop. Okay, saving the penties, okay? Saving the penties. And that's the thing. You have to know that it's you. Cause not trying to be funny. When y'all know I wears my my scrubs in a minute with my paint all over them. If I don't feel like getting dressed and I don't feel like going nowhere, then I'm not going to get dressed. I'm going to keep them on and I'm gonna run to the store. And I know some people talk about, oh, you gotta keep yourself presentable and you gotta do this. Sometimes I don't feel like not having my scarf on. I'm being real. Sometimes I don't feel like beating my face. Sometimes I don't feel like, you know what I'm saying, doing the hair and doing all that. I know those scrubs. Girl, you know I got to have my scrubs. Folks think I spend a lot of money, but okay. I know those scrubs. Goodwill has design, and they do. But see, the thing is, it's just the point of saying, oh, I got it from Goodwill. The problem is you are not secure because Goodwill should not demean who you are or belittle who you are. That will make somebody who feels some type of way about you be like, oh, you do? So you shopping good? Girl, you need to take me. Or girl, we need to go. You feel what I'm saying? Because deep down inside, they want that. They want to be that. They want to understand how you do what you do. But at the end of the day, they're so gung-ho to say, I got a Michael Kors, I got a Louis Vuitton, I've got this, I've got that, and I've got, okay, right. And none of them ain't doing nothing for you. I don't like Louis, Michael, or none of them. All of them, they don't do nothing for me. They sends me nothing, okay? I don't like them dudes. Okay, so at the end of the day, you have to realize they ain't even laying down with you. You giving them all your money and they ain't even laying down with you or doing nothing special with you. So you need to switch up your game and realize that you are the most important person in the scene. When you do that and realize that you are the one who wears the clothes, you are the one who presents yourself in such a way that ain't nobody gonna even question. They're not even gonna ask me. If I didn't tell you I didn't shop at Goodwill, you wouldn't know. Because when I walk out there and I'm about my business, they ain't questioning me. They're like, oh, okay, all right, sister. But that's how you present yourself. I'm not out there acting fool. I'm not out there acting monkey. I said, don't let that stuff define you. But we do. We do. Even men, they got to have certain things. They got to wear certain things and all that. Girl, I done thrifted so many blazers and so many things for my husband. And when we get boom and get together, they be like, oh, okay, all right. What's that word they be seeing? GQ. All right, I see you, GQ or whatever. But it's because we don't have a problem. It doesn't do nothing for us. It's a piece of clothes. It's a piece of clothes. Speaking of that trueness this evening, it's a piece of clothing. So what is the problem? Oh, you got that from the Goodwill? you're insecure. You have issues because you're frowning up your face because what you want to do is make that face make me look bad about what I've just done because I outshined you in my Goodwill outfit and you spent about $1,500 for yours to come to this event and I spent $12. Okay? Yes, I do. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to walk away from you with my head up and guess what? I probably get more compliments than you get on that and this whole event. Know why? Because somebody else is going to have that on. Because if it's Michael Kors, Louis Vuitton, the Coach, if all those people that have that mentality are trying to get whatever comes out new, you're not going to be the only one with it. It's not going to be unique. Sorry. Let's be real. I will spend a little more on my son because peer pressure can. Well, see, I got girls, so you know we could switch that game up. But true, if you got boys, you got to do what you got to do. Their feet got to be on point. Your cotton is the same as my. Exactly. Yes. Yeah, Kendra. Oh, I love thrift shopping so much. I call the mini malls. Girl, that's my mall. But I ain't been in there, y'all, so I'm going to be true for y'all. I ain't been in there because I've been trying to purge and stuff, so I haven't even been in there like that. And I always had this real pet peeve about I would never, even before, but I've been thrifting for so long because my mother started showing me that. Even when I was younger, I am not going to get the mannequin. Do y'all know what that means? I call them boutique boutique Janubias. Listen, my daughter loves thrift stores. She liked the college sweatshirts. This ain't one, but this is my baby's senior graduation shirts that I got. Just made me think of it. But anyways, did y'all hear about the shootings at Claflin University and State University in South Carolina? Yeah, my baby texted me today. And y'all, I couldn't even think straight. I don't know what keep happening.
I didn't even do that.
Are y'all, know what? You're like, okay, is y'all still there? Is y'all still there? Y'all still there? Say y'all still here, please. Because I don't want to keep talking if y'all not. Okay, the time is going. Y'all, my baby said she seen, I don't know what's going on with this live. Y'all know Claflin and State are HBCUs, okay? Yes, we're here. Okay, so my daughter texted me while I was at work and she said, Mommy, I don't feel safe. Now, mind you, a couple of days ago, a cheerleader got killed. They couldn't find the shooter at that time. And the State and Claflin is right by each other. So they can kind of see each, university. And one of the cheerleaders was dead by the I can't even think straight. The dumpster. So then she texted me today, 2 more people got killed. When I tell y'all, listen, I couldn't even think straight. And I was kind of a little offended because my supervisor, and this is why I can't wait till I get where I need to be. And since I've been working on this house, I've been trying to work and send her money for school because I didn't go into details and tell you how they play us with the schooling. But she's in a private HBCU, Claflin, and she's in there for law. And so she wants to be a criminal attorney. And just to give y'all background, I'd be whatever. So 2 people got killed today, and girl, I was calling her. My mother was calling her. My sister was calling her. My husband was calling her. Her sister was calling her. Girl, y'all know my heart was in. I was like, oh my gosh. So I tell my supervisor, like, listen, I might have to go because we only got 1 car right now. I might have to go because I need to get numbers to call people at my daughter's university. She's not answering the phone. Like, do you know the feeling that is? How dare you? Y'all, why do I have to keep dealing? Y'all, if y'all know about the stuff I went through with the other jobs, how dare you tell me I still got to do my side work before I go? I said, listen, let me tell you something. This job don't mean a dang on thing when it comes to my child. If I don't hear from my child in the next 15 minutes or nobody didn't say that they heard from her, I'm out of here. Forget side work. Girl, those folks could care less what you go through. All they care about is trying to get that, okay? That's why I don't go out. I go to doctors and supermarket. Listen, it's scary because she got to live her life. This is on a university. These kids are trying to learn and better themselves and become, you know what I mean? Become great citizens and great our future. Like, really? Why? People just really need to get it. You better tell them. Yeah, so she was like, no, I'm not saying, no, you are saying that. Listen, when it come to my child, we even got nothing to talk about. Because if I don't hear from her, I am out of here. I am out of here. Straight like that. And then you will have a lawsuit. Because this one, I'm not going to let go. Okay? So, yeah. But my husband end up talking to her. Either she called my husband or something like that. I think she called him. Yeah. No. Something happened, but I ended up talking to her. And she was like, they got everything on lock or whatever, and they're really not letting them go anywhere, but she is safe. So that was a good thing. But what is going on, okay? That's why I'm be like, I guess it's good to be an old lady and just come home and get in the bed, huh? Okay, because it's just crazy how things is going on out there. Poor baby, we don't want them to be afraid, but fear makes them more aware. The logic is really jacked up, but it's accurate. Glad she's safe. Okay, I'm so glad. I couldn't even think. They was asking me questions, girl. You ever got dizzy or delusional and you like I literally felt like I kind of just, the goodness she is, thank goodness she were okay. I'm so glad. Like, they was talking to me and I didn't even hear what they were saying because none of it mattered. I know that's right. Your daughter called. Exactly. I'm like, and I told her, I said, it's kind of funny that I'm telling you something wrong with my daughter and it seems as if you insinuating that doesn't matter. You want me to finish. That don't even sit well with me. Don't sit well with me. She's like, no, it's not that, but I'm just saying she's in South Carolina. Yes, that's even more of a reason why I'm tripping out. Because she's not right here for me to run over to the university to see what's going on with her. That's even more of a reason for me to be upset and fidgety and can't think straight. This is my child. Oh, wow. You don't have children. I forgot. Is that why? I don't get it. I just don't get it. I mean, common sense is common sense. That's like somebody telling you a sibling or a mother or father. It doesn't have, you don't have to have a children to understand that. We are in a sad state in this country. Sadly, I know it's going to get worse before it gets better. It's crazy. It's so crazy. So long story short on that, we talked about the kids. We talked about not impressing people. We talked about all that good stuff. It is so freaking hard. It is so freaking hard today being a parent. It is so hard. It's so hard because there's so much stuff out there that is accepted, that is just so whacked out, that it makes you feel like you're doing something that is just like redundant. Is redundant or for nothing. And I try to tell my kids, I ain't trying to be funny, because life is so twisted and this world is so twisted. Baby, live your life. I don't foresee myself being that person pressuring my kid. When are you gonna get married? When are you gonna have kids? You know, when they get older. Some people do. Some people can't wait to be a grandparent and to say that their child got married. But the way life is, if they don't want none, I ain't even mad at them. Cause kids cost. I'm sorry. I got 3. That's a lot to me. That's a lot to me, and they cost, and I just can't see how, you know what I mean, it's okay for you to realize that bringing someone into a life that you have no clue what it's going to be like. It's kind of like, I don't know, is that unfair? Like, is that unfair? Especially with it getting so bad now. Is it unfair? Is it unfair? You know what I'm saying? And is it really anywhere that's really safe with what's going on now? Is it really anywhere that's safe? Like, it's just so much going on that I fear having grandchildren. I fear having multiple generations after my children. I really fear that. And I shouldn't have to fear that, but that's the way life is set up. I understand what you're saying. It's just so scary because I'm like, and Dior Diva, it's like thinking about you, then think about your parents and how things just keep, things that even this generation, you just go back and go back. Everything, I'm sorry, we didn't have these shootings before this administration. We ain't gonna talk about these shootings. It's very scary. It's very scary. We ain't gonna talk about these shootings, but they trying to remove these guns. Y'all already know. That's all I'm gonna say on that, but y'all know what I'm talking about. The thing is, it's like every generation you've looked at how the one before looked at the next one like, oh, y'all, that's cute, or that y'all, this is what y'all doing now, or that's what y'all doing now. Yeah, Tony, you know. And then it's like the next generation. Oh, this is what they doing now. When I was hearing more about people dipping their cigarettes in embalming and fluid, and when the marijuana went from one level to another of putting the crack and the cocaine and the stuff in it, it's just crazy. It's so crazy because now it's like every song you hear, all the artists, that's what they do. That's what they do, and it's acceptable and it's cool. it is crazy. People need to stop and think about bringing kids into the world before they're ready. I think that's why so many people are at the crazy state. Right? Exactly. And it's like, you know how you say, let's go back to the old days. You really want, I want to go back way before me, because I know even before me, it just got crazier and crazier to when you could leave your door open. Will it ever be? I know what you mean. I have 4 grandkids, and it worries me that they have this world to deal with. Yes, it's sad to have a child born, which is a joy, but at the same time, it's all, exactly. It's so sad. It's so sad. And I tell my, like I said, I tell them, I'm not going to pressure you. I'm not going to pressure you, because even having a child, that's a work for everybody. There's a lack of community. It is. Like, you can't say nothing to this person kid, or you can't say nothing to that person kid. I'm sorry, but I still, me too, Janubia, I have them too. Does it take a village? People aren't sticking. They're not. But I'm still that person where I will, when my son and I talk about how I grew up, the kids, it's so unreal. It's sad that our kids won't be able to understand. What? I was tired. I smell like outside. Girl, double dutch. Who? What? What? Like, what? What? Double dutch, regular rope, whatever. Chase, what? Hide and go get. Y'all remember that? All them games we used to play. It's like we got to teach them. They don't want to interact. They don't want, hey, babes. They don't want to interact. They don't want to play. Like, I'd be like, get outside. Go grab the ball. Go outside. Get your bike. Go outside. I have to tell them to go outside. Like, before, we had to fuss and fight with our mama to go outside, because going outside was a privilege. And if you didn't do right, you could watch your friends play while you take your butt to bed before, you know how the time change and it get dark early. Oh, you was taking your butt to bed. Yep, girl, my son can't ride a bike, but can build a computer. I can't. I just can't. Exactly. We do too. Girl, I want my kids to be kids. And it seems like it's not normal. It's different when you got kids playing and riding bikes. My kids got skates. We like to skate. They go out, get on the bike, and go outside and play. Go ahead. Get you some air. Breathe. Get in the sun. I still play double dutch with my girls, and I'm damn near 60. Okay, double dutch used to be the business. What? Legs be all popped up, messed up for trying to do different tricks and stuff. But it was fun. Sitting on the porch eating popsicles, big ices, and, you know, the bomb pops and the now laters and the jingles and the all. That was what we did. I'm scared to let mine outside. All these pedophiles and crazy people. It's like you want them to go outside, but then you're afraid to let them outside. Please, we didn't want to come back in from outside when I was young. Now I know. Girl, used to be mad like, mommy, please. Like 10 more minutes, please. Can I get 10 more minutes? Why I look like my nose is trying to run. Mommy, please. Can I get like 10 more minutes? Or she said you couldn't go outside. I can't go outside. I can't. That was our life. Now it's like I'm taking an iPad, taking my iPad, you taking my phone. Like, it's like the same reaction, but about electronics, not about physical activity outside with kids, chase and run. We have a TV in the living room, and that was it. These kids had TVs, computers, cell phones, etc. sending to out. Okay, and I will take all of them. Give me them. Give me them. Give me that. And it's funny, like, give me a phone, give me a tablet, give me this, give me, like, you gotta name all the stuff. And then you send them out, nobody out there for them. It's not nobody out there. I have a 14-year-old and I have an 8-year-old. So when I send them outside, she like, I don't wanna play with her. I'm like, watch her ride her bike. Watch her now. The light bill is mostly the TV and electronic. Bills wasn't this much. And you know what? Not you, April, you making a big, that makes sense. That's why our bills are so much higher. That's why we're using so much now, because everything that we do, even our children, is all electronics. Yep, and social media can be the devil. Yes, how about we couldn't go in anybody's house? You had to stay outside. What? Let me call your name and you don't respond. Because when I call, you should hear me. If you want the kids to come out of the room, unplug it. Oh, they coming off. What's wrong with the Wi-Fi? What's wrong with the Wi-Fi? No, But the thing is, though, it's the way the world is set up. It's the way the world is set up. It's like they can't be kids like you want them to. And you know what? I find myself telling my older daughter, she's 14, And this is me. Come on, tell me if you ever did this before. My baby is 14 and she still makes silly noises and like, just do it. I'm like, girl, stop acting. And I'm like, you know what? That's a problem too. We don't allow them to freely be kids because we so used to what's going on in the world and everything is moving so fast that we don't realize that they are very immature. Immaturity, they do that. My son does it all the time. Does what? The noises and stuff? Girl. I'm like, girl, why is you in here making that noise? Or her and her friend be on the phone like, I'm like, I know my child. There's nothing wrong with my child. Not even these programs. I want my kids to go to a program, but you don't. Girl, the program, I promise you, my daughter has said to me, she said she wanted to go to this after school thing. And then I waited on it a while. And then she was showing me Snapchats from the kids that was in the after school program. And they in there popping on boys. And I said, this is the boys, who club? See, I don't remember Boys and Girls Club. Poison, we would step into Poison, trying to get our dances right for the talent show and all that. When I was in the Boys and Girls Club, we was double dutching. We was doing all that good stuff. Bake sales, all that good stuff. Girl, the noises. Girl, she be making all type of noises. I'd be like, girl, please. But then my husband like, babe, my mother and my husband like, she's still young. She's still immature. That's good. Let her be. Love those faces your daughter be making. She tickles me. Which one? The 14-year-old? But I got to. And that's me. Because I need to have more patience in certain areas with knowing that my kids are still kids. And I should be happy about that. Well, my 14-year-old will be 15. I'm old school grandma. They have time for electronics. Rest of their time is outside until that street light come on. I still watch them and participate and kind of glad live in the country. My son is 17, makes his, but he is playing those games. My daughter, it's these games she watch. I'm saying, hey, it's games that she watch on YouTube. And she makes noises and she's like, I'm like, oh my gosh, please shut your door. You know what I'm saying? Or she just silly and she loves, and that's the one I showed y'all, the homecoming. She had the burgundy dress on. She looks so older and mature, whatever. But girl, I'm like, really, the noise is dope. It be cracking me up because they sound so doofy and so silly. But I gotta realize she's still a kid. And like even with my 8-year-old. Girl, she would be down. I would come downstairs. She would have water, buckets, cups. Rizzy is putting water in stuff, mixing water with stuff, food coloring. She just do what she wants. One day I came in. I'm like, why is there baking soda all over the place? After her little butt done went upstairs trying to get herself ready for bed. Oh, mommy, But that's what kids do. Me too, as a single mom, there were certain things I wanted my kids to know, certain survival skills, because if something were to happen to them, yes. Now, do y'all have, listen, I was telling somebody about the code, giving your kids a code. That should be very important with what's going on right now. Give your kids a code. That code is when somebody has to come to your child for anything. I'm going to just give you, for instance, I'm going to just say this. Like you say, hey, your mom want me to come get ya. Something's wrong with her. Because people doing crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? And you just got to come with me because your mom and your dad is sick or something happened to them or whatever. Yankee Candle. Blue Yankee Candle. You get what I'm saying? I just woke them up, TV watching them, but dishes in the sink. I just woke them up, TV watching them, but dishes in the sink. Whoa. They'll get it together. You literally have to have codes. It sounds crazy, but it's very important because things are crazy today. And I found out that a lot of kids that had been abducted were abducted because they were told that they need to come with somebody because something happened. Or you need to come with me right now. Ain't no way that I'm in that much pain or whatever and we both, my husband or I, can't come. And it, knock on wood, God forbid, you know what I'm saying? Knock on something. I always rely on my mom and mother-in-law and rely on for these type of emergencies. Right, but what I'm saying is, what if it's an emergency where your phone broke and something happened and you literally have to send somebody? Things happen. let's just say a person, I don't want to say, let's say a person got into a bad accident on the highway and they can't really remember a number, but they know their child's school and they can tell you their child's name. You feel what I'm saying? If I have to send you to the school or have to have somebody call that school or something like that, that's it. My baby know Blue Yankee Candle. What my mom tell you to tell me? You know what I'm saying? Or what did my dad tell you to tell me? Or something like that. Some type of thing that your kid know that if they telling me your mom said me come get you, this is the code that you should know. Or a number. You know what I'm saying? Pick a number that both of y'all know. You give it to your child and that child knows, yep, this is my mom. Because nobody else knows this. Nobody else knows this code. Nobody else knows this color or whatever it is that you choose. Nobody else knows that. And it's only supposed to be given in an emergency. You feel what I'm saying? And if nobody knows that you have that, who's going to, tell me the code. Tell me the code so I can tell your child. Tell me the code. Like, who's going to do that? And if you about to do that, well, you going to have to kill me before you go to her. And you're not going to know the code, so she ain't going to come with you. So you get what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's why I feel like definitely have some form of code for your children. And I do change them. But I try to keep them written down so I'll remember the new codes. But you give it to them, and the younger they are, let it be something simple. Chocolate chip cookies. Because it's random. Something that's random. Blue candle, red bow tie. Something that's random that nobody just can't make up. You feel what I'm saying? Gray rug. Your mama said, gray rug, you need to come with me. You feel what I'm saying? And then they're like, is she okay? So they know it's mommy. Mommy or daddy sent them. It's something like that. So definitely have some form of code, because this crazy world right here, yeah, people is trying to get more and more clever for the way that they're abducting these children, taking these children and doing what they want to. And not trying to be funny, but African-American girls are coming up missing like crazy. My son would not even go with his dad because he didn't know the code. That's what I'm talking about. It was a time the school had to call. Oh, well, definitely gonna do that. Yes, you gotta have a code. Gotta have a code, because you never know. You never know what can happen. Like, you may not be, paralyzed or disabled, but you probably can't get to them at that time because you gotta go to the hospital or something because something is wrong with you, but you need that person to know. You need your child to know that person was sent by you to bring them to the hospital, whatever the case may be. Because this is somebody you trust to go pick up your child. So they need to know that. But that's one thing. And I don't do spending the night. There ain't even nothing to talk about. I don't do spending the night because I have girls. Now, whoever wants to come over here, they can come over here. But we don't do spending the night. I don't trust that. Let me tell you why. When I worked in South Carolina, y'all, I work with sex offenders. Let me just tell y'all this little quick story. Some things I said I would share with you guys later or whatever. But at this time, here's the thing. When I got this job, I was so happy and excited to do it because it was a new venture. I was really young. This was like, oh my gosh, very early 2000s. Like really, I think 2003, somewhere around here. So long story short, I went there and my first thing that I said, I don't care where they put me. Please, and this was my prayer, this was everything that I was thinking, I don't want to be put with the sex offenders. Once I graduated, got my seal and everything and became a CO, the lady told me, she gave my paper like this, and she was giving everybody their assignments, what dorms you gonna be in, what, age and all that stuff you gotta work with, and the lady gave me a sex offender dorm. I was like, really? Not only did I talk to you like a woman, but I talked to you on a level where I was letting you know, like, please don't put me there. Like, I mentally don't think I can take knowing or grasping the depth of these sex offenders charges. She told me, she said, well, you can put your pink slip in without a problem, and I'll gladly take it. And I said to myself at that time, I said to her, I said, you know what? I got this. I'll take the job. But I said to myself, I'm going to show her. Girl, I'm on my computer moving my mouse trying to put, great tip, I'm going to teach my grandchildren this along with their parents. Yep, I'm in South Carolina and sex offenders alerts on the phone. Oh. Now listen to this. Let me tell you this, Janubia, and y'all got to hear this. Do y'all realize in South Carolina, they have children in prison who are in prison. Florida and South Carolina is one of the biggest states for charging kids as adults. With that being said, I went into a dorm that had from age 11 to 17. Or was it 16? No, 16, I'm sorry. 11 to 16, they are everywhere. Everywhere is like a virus. But this tripped me out, y'all. So working there, I said I was going to do this because she's trying to test me. And I said, well, maybe this is something I have to try to get over it and just try to do. So I did it. I had an altercation and I flipped out on them juvenile inmates. I flipped out on them in a way that was appropriate for, you know, the job because somebody did something to me. But let me go back to the beginning. So she told me to work the job, blah, 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 whatever. Now I had one kid. Do you guys remember there was a lady who ran numbers for, what was it? I don't want to say the M word that's connected to the Italians, them big with the big money and all the drugs. I don't want to say that, but something like that. But that's what I'm trying to say. She ran numbers, and this was in Las Vegas, and she got killed. She got killed for doing some undercutting with them. And then there was a man. There was a man who was killing prostitutes in Las Vegas. So he was a serial killer. And then you had this woman who was a number runner for the M's. And they killed her. He has life. It's supposed to be, at that time, I know he was doing death row, but getting ready to appeal his case with all the women that he was killing. You know how they just keep appealing, keep appealing. They are everywhere. Okay, so do you not realize I had their son? And so this little boy would have so many situations happen to him, and I just can't even go in depth. In South Carolina, it is serious. Those are, when you say, oh, juveniles, no, boo-boo. No, boo-boo. When I tell you, when you hear the crimes of some of the things that you hear and see from these kids, it had my mind tripping. Now, I'm going to tell you, this one boy, we had found that he needed to stay away from certain boys. The way that the units was made up when you walk in, the one I walked in, it was like when you come in, it's shaped like a V. On this hall, it was about 10 rooms, 12 rooms. On this hall is 10, 12 rooms. So in the middle was a V, of the V was a diamond, was their day room, okay? So here's the thing. All of these are open rooms. So at nighttime when I got to check them, they're just open and it's just darkness with a little dim light where they needed to actually change. And they never did. So this little boy was found with something happening to him by another bigger boy. And so he didn't want to tell, he didn't want to say nothing. And I had a conversation with him. I said, you know, his name. And he was like, Officer Paul, my daddy always told me because of my size, just let him have it. Don't fight him because it's going to make it worse. That killed everything inside of me. But wait, it killed everything inside of me because he was only like 12 years old. But here's the thing. He was in there for sodomizing his 1.5, almost 2-year-old cousin with broomsticks repeatedly. So this is why I don't trust anybody. Not just when people let their kids stay somewhere or think about if their kids can go somewhere, the first thing they think about, how many men there? Kids are doing it to kids. Okay? Kids are doing it to kids. Be aware. Not just boys to little girls. Not just boys. It's boys to boys. You know how many boys that was under the age of 15 that had sodomized their little brothers, their little cousins, they friends, little brothers and stuff like that. I know because I used to work for... Girl, that's why I used to work. That's why I used to work. And the abused and neglected kids, plus part-time. Oh, wait. Parents got to do better. Part-time at the children's shelter I've seen. So, girl, so you know I'm not lying, Janubia. Yep, girl, messing with girls. Listen, Janubia, you know them girls over on the other end, they was no joke. A lot of people didn't want to mess with the girls, so they would call Officer Paul. Listen, I was so strict, so to the point I didn't play. If I say I was doing it, when I say I'm doing something, I'm doing it. I didn't curse them. I didn't talk down to them. I never, ever, ever cursed at these kids. Never. So when I did curse that time that somebody violated me, oh, they knew I was, listen, them little boys went to lockup, 23-hour lockup for 6 months. I made sure that my major understood that I am about my business. I never disrespect these kids. Even though they've done the things that they did, I still treated them like humans. We still treated them. I did, and there was another officer in my dorm. We treated them kids like humans. I used to see people calling them a-holes and cussing them out. I said, oh, like I understand. And they had did some stuff that was really, really harsh. They say most molesters were molested 6 cycle. Yes, they were. So the thing is, going through that, and when you say, oh, oh, it's no men over there. I don't play that. I just can't trust nobody. I can't trust men. I can't trust women. I can't trust kids. I'm sorry. I just can't. Sorry. They can stay home. Get mad at me if you want to. You grow up and you'll get over it. So with seeing all of that and with knowing that you have to be, when I tell you it was this one kid, I'm talking, listen, it was women having relationships with some of the older ones and having babies and losing their jobs. And I said, you got to be mentally messed up. Something has got to be wrong with you for you to lose everything for a child that's locked up. I seen so much stuff. Not only did I see so much stuff, but it started to wear after a while because I didn't want to be there, but I started to build bonds because we had to do one-on-one chats. And, the counselor was there, and there was one counselor, he was so cool. They would have to share certain stuff so we would know why certain kids did certain things. I'm talking these kids was getting drugs, sniffing. I'm talking about 11, 12 years old, sniffing, popping pills. This was years ago. This is what they did. You would catch them in a room trying to snort stuff because they done crushed it up. Crazy stuff. They sneak it. Very sneaky. Kids. My daughter had a friend, and I'm so good. My intuition is so good about people when I actually get to feel you. That's crazy. Did you get inspection or psychiatric? Did you get inspections or psychiatric help? I didn't. I was kind of sad what happened when I left there. My grandfather got really sick, and they didn't want me to go to my grandfather to his bedside to see him before he left. I'm at the place you were. I didn't. It didn't bother me, I don't think, as much mentally where I can say it just had me all messed up. I think what bothered me more was the surprise that this is going on with children so young. So this one boy, I'd be all over the place. I'm sorry, y'all. It was this one boy, nice little clean cut little chocolate little boy, decent boy, very tall, looked like he could be basically a grown man. And he was so nice. Anything I asked him to do, if I needed help, if something went down and I didn't see it or I missed it, he'd make me know or make it known, let me know, or whatever the case may be. And long story short on that, he was one of the worst ones in there. Now, at the ends of every hallway, there's a room with cameras that look at every bed. And when I first came, I didn't understand it. But once I got there, they, tell you everything. Those are for the more aggressive ones that will take you and rape you. So they had to be under 24-hour watch in their rooms. If they're in their room at all, they had to be watched. Mia watching. Oh, they had to be watched or whatever in their rooms. And it's so crazy because I'm like, you can't decipher, not can't decipher, but you can't divide the fact that these are kids, but these kids did heinous crimes. Like, remember the little boy I told you his parents both got killed or whatever? Do you know that once he turned 16, was going over the fence? Over the fence was the big prison, where death row and the bigger prisons and stuff like that. They do death row still in South Carolina. And so that's where they would go. And it was so sad that you can see his whole everything just. I met the little boy. Remember Oprah Winfrey had the little boy years ago on her, she came to the prison in South Carolina. You can probably Google this. And the little boy killed his grandparents and said that something told him to do it. He set fire to the house or something and burned them alive or something like that. He did something crazy like that. He at that time, I know he's probably with the grown-ups now, if he didn't get the death penalty. I don't know what happened with that. But do you know that I met him and it was just so mind-boggling to see how this boy was locked up. These kids' prisons are like real adult prisons. I'm talking about padded room, cameras all in the room, food only get sent through a slot type of thing. Like, they are serious. They have maximum security for the kids. And it ain't maximum security like, oh, they just lock a door. No, I'm talking about shackles, handcuffs, chain to the arm, to the hand. Like, it's serious, okay? And the crazy part was, she came, she visited him, and he was talking about why he did what he did. But it's a lot of kids going through things. It's a lot. That's why I'm so gung-ho about creating memories. Creating memories so they have things to think about that's good. Things to think about that's positive. This world is so jacked up. I'm talking about from children all the way up to grown-ups. It's jacked up. So you have to give your babies and your children something good to look forward to. Glad you're making us aware of this. So much darkness in the world, and some of us live in bubbles. We do. When I tell you, what was it, just recently, somebody had told me that they allowed, I was just randomly talking to some women, and they allowed somebody to come over or whatever, and the mom didn't share with her that her son, hell, I'm going to go, good night. Good night. She shared with me that her son did not, the lady did not give information to her that her son had a sexual problem. Like, he wanted to do what he wanted, do his thing. And once he get aroused, he would try to do something, with somebody else. Why would you allow, if you know your child has a mental issue or a sexual issue like that? Some people are in so much denial that they don't care if they allow somebody else to get hurt by their kids. I just can't see myself knowing that my child has a problem. Good night, that my child has a problem, and I'm going to allow my child to go into someone's home and don't share that. How about just don't let them go? You don't have to explain yourself because that's your child. So if you know your child have an issue, you should not allow that child to go and taint or mess somebody up mentally because you're afraid and your pride will not allow you to admit that your child has an issue. So you're going to go and let this child stay the night like you don't know your daughter like to do stuff to people or your son like to do stuff to people. That's not fair. But that's a lot of times how it happened because people are in denial and family keeping secrets. Those secrets mess people's life up. Those things that people don't want to talk about is what mess people's life up. It's not fair. Because now you done tainted this little girl, this little boy, with whatever it is you did, that their mind mentally, because they're immature, they're still in a child state, you done tainted their mind to now feel some type of way about a certain type of sex, the opposite sex or whatever the case may be. That's not fair. That's not fair. And as a parent, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. It's not going to hurt you to keep your child with you and get your child some help. They just can't stay the night. You feel what I'm saying? So just those things too. And that was a lot of what, when we were talking, the counselor shared that it's always not happening at home. It's always people allowing, it's not happening in the house with those people. It's either people that came over or they went somewhere and did whatever and committed their actual crimes or whatever. But it's out there. Y'all be safe and realize kids are doing stuff to kids. And I'm telling you, kids are doing, not just, not trying to be funny, but let's be real. Back in days, oh, yeah, I know y'all wasn't hunching, or I know y'all wasn't, get y'all little butts, not that little trying to play house type of thing. I'm talking mentally and physically messing them up. That little girl that was sodomized by that boy was her whole inside. She had to get reconstructive inside eternal surgery at like 2 years old. Then there was another boy who did somebody that was 8 months. Babies. Don't just leave your babies with nobody. They can't tell you nothing. They can't tell you nothing. You get so many people doing this like it's okay. That is a baby. They can't tell you nothing but cry. And then you're mad, wondering why they're crying because somebody did something that they wasn't supposed to do. And they can't even tell you. Stop it. Stop it. It's not that serious that you go out. It's not that serious that you just need a break. I don't need that much of a break that I need anybody to keep mine. Sorry. Not sorry. No. I seen too much, man. The youngest was a 4-month-old. A 4-month-old. Okay? I'm not joking. A 4-month-old. And that was penetration. And guess what? He got stuck. He got stuck. Are you serious? And you know what, Living Fields, it's so sad to say that you got to do that because you don't know who your neighbors really are. You really don't. You feel what I'm saying? It's so freaking sad. Like, really? That gives me, listen, girl, when I found out, everything in me had to compose myself because they teach us, you're going to find out a lot of things. You cannot allow that to change your mood and how you treat people. They've already been convicted. And I had to mentally, isn't there evidence or warning signs of penetration like bleeding or abrasion in the bunkie? When people are sodomy is usually considered when it's something pushed in the bunkie. Well, it's both, but an actual item. Please do another video on this as a PSA. Well, I guess one day I will. But so these things were being pushed in the bunkie. So you realize, think about your baby's boom boom. Their boom boom is so little. You know what I'm saying? And you may just think, because if it did not get stuck, it's going to come right back out, right? So it's going to close back up because it's so little and it's a new boom boom. So you might just think they got a rash or you're not paying attention. You feel what I'm saying? Or not thinking. Got to be careful who let in your house too. Most abuse happens in the home with other family members. Exactly. That's why I stopped being foster parents. I was going to do that. But when they start talking about how you got to separate them and I was like, you know what? No. And this was before I started doing that job or whatever. Please keep this up. Thank you so much, Cindy. I will. Living Fields, that's how I feel. It just really makes you feel so sad because think about it. You could get mad at these kids or feel like, oh, you're a freaking idiot. You're a pervert or whatever. But who did it to them? And who told them it was okay? And why do they do this? Something happened somewhere, and you could say, oh, it could just happen. I think certain things can. You can be a foster parent to just one child at a time, but that one child could be that one child that be your nightmare. I'm being real with you. My mother friend had multiple foster kids, and I tell you, are they mentally stable? Exactly. My mother friend had foster kids, y'all. Listen. You know how many times she had to keep sending them back? Yep, I wanted foster kids also thinking, no. When you got girls, Oh, because let me tell you, remember when I told you about the girls on the other side? Girls are worse. Girls are worse. Listen, I had to stop them little girls from penetrating off of me so many times. I will come past the room and they just be boom, 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 getting, and I will have to write them up. And they will have to go to lock-in because that's a straight up violation. Even girls. That sexual, they want it, they'll do anything in it. Like literally, I felt like if they could have took me down and tried, they probably would have. You feel what I'm saying? And it was so sad the first day I seen a little girl penetrate off of me when I walked past because she was looking at my boom. And I was like, and then I had to come back and say, out your bed. Now, after, after I did what I had to do, I'm so sick to my stomach just hearing about this, but you are so right. It's too many people who don't want to make time for their kids and just push them off on anyone. I'm having a hard time listening. I'm sorry. I just want to be real. My chats be real. I had one that liked to masturbate. My sister had a foster daughter who would masturbate anywhere, anytime. Yes, and they do. We used to be watching movies, and you had to stand up and watch them because they will masturbate faster than boys. And it was so sad. Like they would literally be creeping and staying in a position because these girls will be interested in other girls because of stuff that's happened to them. So they may have got things done by a man, so not any interested in men, they're interested in women. So their arousal of that feeling that they want, that they had, that they got from something that shouldn't have happened to them so young is now, I'm looking at you, I'm looking at your boom. I'm seeing your big fat boom as a woman, and that's making me feel some type of way. So I'm gonna do. They probably do that behavior, so they think that it's normal to do that. They do. And they didn't care to get written up. They didn't care. Like when the gentleman that I flipped on, remember I told you I flipped, not in a way like I went crazy, but I flipped and curse words came out. And it was just like, and sergeants and everything, like I understand. It was cold, and I was taking them all down to the unit by myself. It was like 60 of them, of the sex offenders. And my one of the other officers had to step off for a minute. Janubia, you probably know what I'm talking about. She had to step off for a minute. So I was like, okay, I got him. It was wintertime. I was trying to get, I think we had a little bit of snow, so I was trying to get him to the dorm. My dumb self was trying to get in there so fast that you don't allow them behind you. You're supposed to go to the door or whatever, and then you get behind them and let them go in. You know, my dumb self went to the door and somebody grabbed me. I'm talking grabbed my boom boom, okay? And that was all she wrote. That's all I'm gonna say. They got locked up. I called 410, which is up to the unit, to have the sergeants come down, lock them up, and that was it. Because I don't play. I don't disrespect you. I don't care what you in here for, but you will not disrespect me. So that's kind of how that went down. And my name rung bells all around the campus because I told that sergeant, I said, listen, I'm here. I'm faithful. I didn't want to be in this dorm, but I made it the best that I can. And I treat them with respect. On Christmas, holidays, and different things, we went all out for our dorm. I said, I will not be disrespected. I was disrespected. And when I find out who did this, because I didn't, there was so many of them, they jumped back. When I find out who did this, I want them locked up. And I want them locked up for 6 months. I was not playing. You do not touch me. You already a sex offender. And there was this one that made my skin crawl. He had a laugh, y'all. This is how he would laugh. And he'll just look like right in your eyes. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That was another time that I had to put my foot down because he would not go to bed. And he stood in my face like, what, you gonna make me? You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, so you're not... So I'm going to have to get one of these pressure points to bring you down real quick. Because these was like big kids. These kids look like grown men. They literally look like grown men. But long story short on that, I built a bond with so many of them. And when my grandfather got sick and how they did me, it was kind of like, wow. That's why I'm so anal about trying to work. I'm like, Bernie Mac, I'll fight you. Fight a kid. It's crazy. It's like in that situation, you have to be strong because you don't want to do the wrong thing, because even though that happened, I can get charges pressed upon me if I don't use my tactics of pressure points. Because first of all, I didn't know who did it. But if I didn't use pressure points and bring them down the right way, you feel what I'm saying? Then now I can get charged even though I was violated. So it's kind of like you really have to be mentally strong. Like my husband worked in the prison. It was crazy, the stuff that he told me. When you come to the door and the inmate got his testicles in his hand, he worked in the death row. Like, they just did crazy stuff. But anyways, y'all, you know I like to talk and share things. But yeah, so just be careful. Get them codes with them children. Don't be going all out and wasting your money because you got to pay for it. I'm not paying for it. No matter how good I tell you the party was and how nice it was, I'm not paying for it. What you say, what, did I go too fast? What I say, Living Fields, that you asking me what? I don't have to pay for it. You do. We need your husband on a live stream with you. Oh yes, girl. The guy used to cut his testicles out, and always used to go to, how do y'all do podcasts? I got to find out more about that. And then we had another one. Well, he had another one that was safety pins. Not safety pins. What is the word? Paper clips. Open them up, and they don't know how this man was getting them. Because he worked with the mental ones that was mental, that say they hear stuff, and at night he would hear them cry. But then he also worked with the ones that was on death row or whatever. And so yeah, he would get them and stick them up his intestines, and then yank them out. Y'all, when I tell you, oh my gosh. My husband will come to doors, and my husband, you know, he's 6'6", a big man. So when they had to go get the inmates out, he was the first one in to go get them out. What do you feel like if you come to a door and it's feces all over it? Y'all see that stuff on lockup and stuff? That stuff is real. When it's feces all over the door and you don't know, you gotta really, they had special stuff they had to glove up and get prepared in to go in the room because of the stuff that these people would do. You know what I mean? So he's seen a lot more because he was there for years. I would wish prison, no, I wouldn't. And I think it's a mental thing seeing these people go through what they go through in there as well. And yeah, y'all, your girl done seen some things, experienced some things that could tell y'all some stories. Every time people get with me, they be like, girl, you be telling us, and I be just listening because it's a lot of stuff that I've experienced at a young age. Real talk. And so I just like to share it. But that one thing that I always and will never change is being my kid's security. You have to. They don't have nobody else. You have to be their security and realize that, yes, you got us on throttle. I wouldn't wish, yeah. So, yeah, y'all, my life is going very long. I don't know if y'all care for them, like being long. But, yeah, write a memoir. Girl, I can write some memoirs on some abuse. How about that? Before I met my hubby, like, yo, listen, I feel like I know I have a lot of creativity and there's a lot of stuff in my life that I'm able to do, and I thank God for blessing me with that. But at the end of the day, it's a stronger reason, it's a stronger purpose, because when I get the guts to share some stuff with y'all, listen, you have my jaws dropped. That's why it is so sad that the innocent people are subject to prison. Yeah, it's crazy. You saw how I forgot I was pregnant when folks said that boy hit her. Listen, listen, I'm telling you, I know, and you will, because that's your child. You will, because that's your child. You get what I'm saying? Oh, I forgot it is Friday night, so we could talk, right? I don't know why I'm trying to get off. I'm trying to rush to get off thinking it's early. I mean, you know, weekday. But yeah, definitely, I love the kids. Like, I love the kids and genuinely love them like I love the kids, you know, and it's so sad. Oh, that's what I was going to tell you. You know, when you see a kid and a kid is just so loving and fun, and it's just so surprising the things that you find out about some kids that's out here freely, you know, walking and talking and living their life. There's so many kids that's so stressed. Kids are stressed with high blood pressure and stuff. Now I see why they dropping dead at 38, 48, 50, you know, early. They dropping dead early because they already been stressed out at a young age and that parents never knew it. Kids can be stressed. Kids can be stressed because of your situation, especially if you have a bond with your kids. Your kids are stressed out because of what they see. Your kids are stressed out because what they feel they lack. Your kids are stressed out because they feel like they're taking on something that they're seeing that they shouldn't be seeing. You get what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you are supposed to protect yours. At the end of the day, when I tell you that kids that can have everything, I've had multiple kids come to me and my husband and say, these kids with every Jordan, every iPad, every nice this, every nice that say, oh, y'all so fun. I wish I was my parents. And it kind of hurts to hear a kid literally not detest, but basically denounce their parents and say, I wish you were my parent. What does that mean? What does that mean? If you were the parent, how would you feel about that? Could your kids say that? Could your kids say they wish somebody else was their parent? And why could they? And if they don't, that's good, because that means you instilled in them love, everything that you can, to let them know that everything is overridden by love. Everything is overridden by time. Everything is overridden by, I'm the same way about protecting my sons are grown and say I need to stop being so protective. I let them be adults, but mama know what's going on behind closed doors. Most have never seen exactly. And you definitely have to be protected about yours, because who else gonna be protected about theirs? And you know, they are adults, but at the end of the day, the time, you having them in the age difference, mine's has, but I'm strict and I don't give them everything they want. Exactly. And the crazy part about it is they gonna always be your babies. I don't care how old they get. You always gonna be my baby. You're always going to be my stinker butt. You're always going to be my nine or whatever. You're always going to be that, because we're both getting older at the same time. So it ain't like you got closer to my age and now I can't. No, you're always going to be my baby. So I'm always going to try to protect you. I'm always going to try to be there for you. I'm always going to try to tell you I love you. I'm always going to tell you that you can be anything. I'm always going to try to tell you that you are unique, because you are. That's how the Creator created you. There's no more of you. When you start instilling that in your children and they love that, but they know I love them and will go crazy in a heartbeat for them. Exactly. They know that. Even though they complain, fuss, I'm like, okay, we're going to live with them. If you feel because they get all this extra stuff that you claim that to you, you might feel like it's a lot because they bragging about it and everything. Well, why don't you go live with them? No. Why not? Why not? Why you don't want to go live with them? You don't want to go live with them? No? You don't? Okay, well, hush. Because you ain't going nowhere. And you ain't trying to go nowhere. And then I'll be trying to tell my daughters, when they say stuff, I'm like, well, go stay the night over here then. No, Mom. I can't. Oh, that was a little saliva. No, Mom, I can't. Why? Because I don't think they're really clean, or I don't think, you get what I'm saying now. Oh, but I thought you said, and that's just another thing too. You got them people that come out and they're so fly, they so hot, and they got everything that's new and all this, and their house look a hot mess. They don't even know how to keep their house clean. I was talking to my brothers and some of my uncles at different conversations about how they would see a chick at the club and she be so fly, smelling so good, looking so good, and they might go back to her house. She's like, oh, excuse this. Oh, let me get, oh, excuse this. Oh, that was my, no, boo. We're not going to excuse everything because that's too many excuses. No one can treat your kids better than you. You're right. You are so right. And they need to know that. Kids need to know that. When they know that, that's when you have that, ain't going nowhere else type of thing. You know, they're going to have their little rebellion and little, you know, disagreement. You're going to disagree and all that stuff when they going through. But at the end of the day, they know what's really good because you theirs and you got their best interest at heart. And so back to the nastiness or whatever the case may be. Like my kids, you know, they like, no, I don't want to go stay over there because when I be chatting with her, I can see her house. Or when I be this, Mom looks fly, but the children, oh, girl, we not even going to talk about that, Dior. Listen, you got your nerve. I seen this girl the other day. She got the hair flowing all the way down to her toenails, okay? Not only is it down there, but your baby ain't even dressed with a coat properly and neck covered properly and head covered properly, but you got your bag hanging right here. Hair look nice. Look like she paid everything she had to get it. And this baby snotty, all this snotty hair look a hot mess. Look like Silly did it in the color purple and said rock with it until you get grown, basically. And that extreme thinks the grass is greener on the side. That's what she doesn't realize, that he don't know. Exactly. You are so right. You are so right. You are so right. How dare you? That just goes to show you are insecure. You're insecure, you got some issues going on, and you don't have it all together. Because I will look a hot mess, and I would rather you be like, oh, look at your kids. They smell so good, look so good. Look at their hair, look at this. That's what I want. And I can look like a bum, smell like chicken, like I've been frying chicken, whatever. I don't care. Say what you want about me, but you will not say nothing about them. Why? Because they are a reflection of me, and the only way they look like that is because I allowed them to look like that. So therefore, I have no respect for you. I have no respect for you. Come on, let the church say amen. They be acting bougie, taking selfies with girl with dirty mattress on the floor. You know how that chicken smell. You ever get somebody like, really, you just really fried chicken, or you fried fish and you just came out like you didn't smell? You don't know that smells. So it's okay. You're just gonna walk. So we just gonna smell like chicken tonight, right? That's how it's gonna go. Like, you know that. Y'all know that chicken smell or that spaghetti smell. We don't have that spaghetti smell. We have the chicken, the hot dog water. You said it, girl, the hot dog water. How dare you? How dare you? The hot dog water, girl. Miss Barnes having fun. You laughing, but ain't it the truth? That hot dog water, really? So you just don't smell like nothing, right? So it's just okay, right? So how about this? My mother tell me, I don't care what job I worked at. I was like, oh, you always smell good. Yes, because I'm a woman and I want you to smell me in a delightful way. I don't want you to ever say you smelled me in a way that was like, ooh, who that? No, not around me. It must have been somebody that walked past before me, because no, we won't do that. Yep, I'd rather look like a bum than have my kids not clean and properly dressed, not with the name brands. I live with it. Girl, that's what I'm talking about, okay? That's what I'm talking about. Even my kids sometimes like, no. You get it together. We're not gonna do that just because I'm wearing no. We're not gonna all look bummy today because we're not gonna do that. You get what I'm saying? So I like to be chill. I do. I'm just not for every day having to get beat, floss, head to toe. I'm not even about to sit here in front. I'm not. Sometimes I just don't feel like it. Sometimes I just don't. And y'all know that by my videos, and that's what it is. So if that's the case, okay, I'll put some damn lotion up. Girl, baby's looking like they've been rolling around doing angels in the flour. Naked. No, that's not fair. It's not fair. We ain't gonna talk about the hairdos that they may have purchased and then they leave in forever. And we talking about people. Now, we're not talking about people. We're talking about the people that know better and can do better, but they're too lazy because it only means something for them to walk out the house looking fly. I ain't got time to be doing her hair. Just come on. And you don't care to be in public knowing this is your child. Then you got my kids, I swear they eating socks, drawers, minds don't care. Phoenix wants her hair done. That's it. Socks, bitch Matt, but I got a Michael Kors belt and it's not meant to keep my pants up. Oh, I know what that belt for. We are trying to help our people. Right. You know, when I'm around people, I change their diaper. Girl, you ever seen somebody somewhere in a baby diaper so big and so heavy that you could see it drooping in the pants, but the baby got a gold chain around his hand or a long necklace on his neck or an ear pierced or something like that, and he walking, and he barely can't even move because his pamper heavy because you're waiting to get home, when a real mom that knew better would have had Pampers and wipes on her and not just one to make sure that if that happens, they get it together. Sometimes they just don't know. And you know what? Here's the thing. You know how they say know better, do better, Barnes and Miss Barnes having fun? You know better, you do better. It is too much stuff on TV and too many things that show us a positive light. There are people who don't know nothing about certain cultures or the way that we live in different countries, but they can see, if they were able to see a TV or to see something, girl, yes, my cousin is on drugs, and so it's so sad to see her baby looking crazy. My mom keeps fighting for her in court and take her child away. That's different. That's a mental. She got to get over that before she can even see. When she get over the denial of her addiction and get herself some help, I'm pretty sure she would probably be a great mom. But at the end of the day, you got to realize that we talking about people with no issues. We talking about people just straight up lazy and care about self. You can have a family and be selfish. You can have children and be selfish. You can have all those things and be selfish, meaning like you could care less about how they look, but not paying attention that it's a reflection of you. Not just thinking, oh, wow, no, I can't let my kids look like that because that's my child. And who else is going to make them look better or make them look presentable but me? So it actually is a reflection of you. So if you think you're looking good and trying to do good and have all this fancy hair that you probably can't afford and don't even need, you know what I'm saying? Why do it? I was listening to this girl the other day, and she said, this young girl, I got to get me another bank account because my bank account is just so in the negative. Why are you telling us that? Exactly. The way your children come to school, definitely. The way the children come to school is so sad. I worked in the school district. It was so sad. It was so sad. And remember, Diva, when you was talking about peer pressure, how kids pick on others, they're putting it all that works on the outside and none in the inside. That's why they do that. Exactly. You remember when you were saying about, you said something, dang it, you said something that just slipped my mind. You said something earlier and it made me, about peer pressure, how you have to do certain things for your son. And you know, with a boy, you can't just get certain stuff in him. It's a little bit different. Girls, you could tweak that out and make them cute with, you know, different things and stuff like that, shoes and stuff. But boys are a little bit different. You may have to spend a little bit more money. But you know how some people still feel like it's an excuse to just keep going all out. But okay. That peer pressure. I worked in the school district. I used to work in the high schools and the middle schools and stuff like that. And I don't know if y'all remember me. I used to talk about this some years ago, how when I come in there and I say exactly what I mean and how this going to be, I don't give a dang who your teacher was before I came. This is what it is today. I'm over this class or whatever the case may be. I met, and yes, these children can be mean and peer pressure is serious. Right. So you have kids that can't control how they go to school. They're not old enough to buy, you know, to wash their clothes. They're not old enough to get their hair done. They're not old enough to take responsibility of certain things that a parent should be doing for them. So therefore, they only go to school. Now, we talking about middle school and we talking about high schoolers. Yep, phone is 12. Oh, Phoenix is 12, and I expect the fact that I got to dress for every day. I still got to bathe my 9-year-old. They were trained, but yeah, that's right. So you got kids, right? You got kids that come to school and they have no choice because they might have a situation where they have a mama with a situation at home to focus on the Negroes and to focus on the man to be focused on the child. So therefore, this girl's coming to school when she's at an age where her hair should be kept up and she should look nice and smell good and be taught that a young lady smells good and a young lady wears stuff like this and all this shouldn't be showing because she's going to scrimmage through whatever she can to throw something on. So she's already big-breasted and she's 13, but she got the big kazooms because she was naturally a big-built girl. That's the way God made her, and she can't control that her breast is so big and they look grown, or her thighs, or she looks like a bigger woman. But here she is in school. She don't have clean clothes, or she smell because her clothes haven't been cleaned in so long, or she don't know how to, you know, clean herself and be sanitary. With that, my niece mom sends her to school with her hair looking toe up. I get on her about it. I just want shake. I want shake the know what of her hair. Shake the, wait, hold on. The DSS will pay her a visit. Keep it up. Oh, yes, they will. Yes, they will. I was working 3 jobs, so I neglected them without realizing I provided everything, but the time wasn't there because I was tired. I thought, you know what? That's different. That's different. She is 9, so she can do her hair. Okay. Listen. This is what I'm talking about. Now, she 9, she can do her hair, so thank God she has some hair to do something with. We talking about little girls whose hair is like very short because it's been neglected, or their edges has been taken out because their mother was doing styles that they didn't need in their hair, and their follicles wasn't mature enough for the pressure that was put on their head, so it took out their hair. Oh, she can't do her hair. Okay. Hey, sis, I got to go and pick up Tyrese from work. I love you, Carl. Okay. Love you too, babe. So, yeah. We talking about kids that can't. And you said she can't do her hair. So it's like she goes because she knows she want to go to school. And that's probably her safe haven. Getting more smiles and attention in school than she do at home. I go her once a week to do it. But those times when I can't, she looks a mess. And it's sad because it's not her fault. It's not her fault. And so with those kids that go to school that has these freaking short hairs, maybe they got 4Z here, 4C here, and they really cannot do their hair. They don't know what to do with it. Half of the adults don't know how to even work with natural hair. You know what I'm saying? So you got this kid that's waking up, cuckoo bugs all in her hair from all the time, whatever she's laying on that she fell asleep on, going to school with clothes that smell like chicken from the night before or whatever, or she been wearing, or they starting to look dingy because she done wore the jeans so many times. Then they go to school and they have peer pressure. This is where we get... This is where we get the girls wanting to become prostitutes because anybody can say anything to them to make them feel good because they don't feel good. They don't feel love. This is where you get the girls that become something other than what they could be. And they allow themselves to become part of gangs and become part of and affiliate with things that they shouldn't be because they're not getting what they need at home. You get what I'm saying? They're neglected. And it's just like a cycle of that. If you have a way to help somebody like you're doing, you said you get over there and you try to do it as much as you're doing, you can, she's going to always remember that. She's going to always remember you. Even though she don't have, yes, 4Z and chicken. So she's going to always remember you. So do the best you can because God sees that, and God knows that you are being there for her because of the simple fact that she can't do it herself and her mama could care less. Her mama could care less. I agree. We had a discussion about that in my criminology class. What did y'all talk about? She will call me and ask me to come do it. How a 9-year-old got the responsibility of making sure her hair done? Rizzy keeps braids in her hair. Rizzy hair is natural and it is down her back, but I keep braids in her hair. I keep braids in her hair. Right. Like, why does she have to have that responsibility? What did y'all talk about? Black Shinobi? What did y'all talk about in criminology about the kids having to go through that? Then you have the girls that don't take constructive criticism. My daughter is borderline overweight, but when I address it, she gets mad. You have to. I do my daughter's hair every day. You have to, and that's what real mamas do. They make sure they girls on point. Like, I'm supposed to wait till she gets diabetes. No. And see, that's another thing. You know, we have to, those are the things right there. Like, nobody ever told me, you know, don't overdo certain stuff and don't eat certain stuff. And it's certain stuff that I know I implement in my girls because it wasn't done with me. When you mention young women, life decision to go into prostitution. Okay, so you know, so that is true, right? It's true that when they are neglected from what they know better. Let me clear that up. You know how they say do better? When you know better, you do better. A child knows what's supposed to be right. A child knows what they should have. They can feel and they can see things and they can understand when something is not right. So if they know it's not right, the opposite of that is wrong. You get what I'm saying? So if they know that it's wrong, when they see, like I talked about the kids, they be like, well, I wish you can be my parent. You get what I'm saying? Why would a kid say that? Because they know that my kids are getting something that they want to have or getting something that they lack. So in that case, that's when the neglect starts. When you continuously neglect a child to the point where it is becoming detrimental to their mental, because now something that's out of they can't do anything about it. They can't help themselves. They can't change none of this. I'm 12 years old. How am I going to go get my hair done? Where am I going to get the money from? I'm 12 years old. How am I going to wash my clothes? Where am I going to get the money from? I'm 12 years old. My mama knew we ran out of deodorant. She ain't bought me none. And what am I supposed to do? So I'm musty and I'm going to school. I drive over an hour to her to do her hair before they move here. She was in CA. When that child came here, her hair was Are you serious? Total neglect. Was trying to do it and he should not have to do it. That's total neglect. That's total neglect. Oh my gosh. So at that point, you got situations like this. What's she gonna do? If you didn't go undetangle her hair, who was gonna do it? Really, deodorant? It seems so meaning to say really deodorant is at Dollar Tree, but it's a lot of kids that don't even eat. Not trying to be funny, not saying that oodles and noodles is a meal and it's good for you, it's bad, it's salty. But at the end of the day, if you had to give them something and versus nothing, they have jars of beans, they have oodles and noodles, they have stuff. Like, it's just so many things that I've seen and I've learned that kids went through that is so sad. And they can't even help it. They can't even change it. They can't fix it. They can't do nothing about it. And it's not their fault. He was a truck driver and he was gone for months at a time. He came home, saw it and called me. I told him what to do and he did his best. He a man. See, he don't, you know, and good thing you were able to get her hair detangled. I'm pretty sure you was able to save her hair. My kids can cook from scratch. Girl, love the conversation. Looking forward to the next one. You're awesome. Bye, babe. See you later. Thanks for stopping in. But yeah, so yeah, we just chatting. It's sad. It's sad. And if you have a way to help somebody who's close to you, that goes back Diva, that's that village. You're helping your niece because her father can't do it and her mama ain't gonna do it. You get what I'm saying? So now you coming and stepping in and you implementing what you have to help this little girl. I wish my daughter will stop comparing her beautiful long curly hair to these non-minority that have soft, thin hair. She's only, but she's not realized she's unique in this neighborhood. You know what? That's just a phase they go through because you got to realize living fields, even at the end of the day, when you like thaw meat, boil it, if they can't wait. Okay? When you got kids that go to school, they come in contact with other kids and other things and what is supposed to be beautiful is always portrayed in some way, shape, or form. And it's always not the uniqueness of something that's different. It's always what everybody wants to see or what's in a magazine or what's beautiful. What's the concept of beautiful when it comes to everyone? You get what I'm saying? No. They don't want to see the curls. They don't want to see the kinky hair. You know, we're talking about all the things that's different and unique. They don't want to see that. Her hair was so long but dreaded. It came to her tailbone. She looked like Bob Marley. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's sad. That's like real sad. That's not even cute. That's not even cute. And that is just sad that she has to go through that. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this chat. We've been talking for an hour and 40 minutes. I love you guys. You guys rock. You guys rock, rock, rock. Like, real talk, y'all rock. And I thank you guys for joining me. If you guys don't go, don't go. Don't go. You don't want me to go. She and her brother had lice from a kid in school. I told her mom that because she hadn't. Are you serious? I can't. I really can't. I can't with people because you're not a parent. You're not a parent because at the end of the day, parents don't do stuff like that to neglect their children. They don't do that. So you can have children all day. You're not a parent. You're not a parent. You can have children all day. That does not make you a parent at all. You know how they say, just because you got a pinky between your legs, that don't make you a man. Just because you got a cuckoo between, that don't make you a woman. You get what I'm saying? You are a female and you are a male. Plain and simple. And it's a difference. You know what I'm saying? Because men do real things and women do real things. So that's something that people need to realize. Just because you push out a baby, that does not make you a mother. Just because you push out a baby, I mean, you give somebody a baby to push out, that does not make you a father. Or does it make you a man? Because at the end of the day, a real man or a real mother, a real father or a real woman will think about the things that you don't think about now. I'm thinking about her future. I'm thinking about what can benefit them in the future. Everything I'm doing now is to prepare them to have a positive mindset, great memories, and realize we have done all we can to do the best we can to raise them with what we know. And that's all. So if you can't do that, you can't call yourself a parent. You can't. Because parents put their kids first. Real parents do. They put their kids first. They don't put their kids second. I'm not flying in your afterthought. Where they do that at? Play or something like that? Not in the real world. Because real parents don't do. Thanks for shining some light. Your channel, please do a parenting tips video. Got you. Got you. I will definitely be doing that. Definitely doing that. But yeah, real parents don't do stuff like that. They don't. And my little mama is sitting right here next to me. Say hi.
Hey.
They be just listening. They be listening and she been sitting here listening to me. She was on the live and she came and sat next to me. But yeah, they don't. They don't. And don't be this. Don't be this. Make sure that what you tell them, you're doing it. Not what I said because I said so. Remember that. Oh, guys. I'm ready to go lay it down. I'm getting ready to go find me something to munch on. I know she hungry too. She wants something to munch on too. I've been here listening to my... Look at my baby. She been in the whole live the whole time. Love you, Naya. Love you, Bookie babes. So yeah, that's what it is. If y'all love this chat, let me hear y'all say y'all love this. Y'all want more of this. I got what's her name? Oh Lord, do I have to pull it up? What's her name? Hey Riz. April said hey.
Hi.
What else gonna say? I'm just glad y'all love the chat. I'm glad y'all love the chat. Y'all, I can only be real. Life is too short and it's too much going on. I ain't got time to be in here doing unnecessary stuff that y'all can go get somewhere else. We literally like the chat over here about real life stuff. Miss Dior Diva said, hey, that's one of your subscribers. Girl, they said, where your videos? Yeah, Tussa. She's going to get back to it, guys. She's going to get back to it, right?
Yes.
Okay. Because they miss you. They miss you. So, yeah, I'm over here making faces like you can't see me. Y'all know I'm not, my faces. Chocolate Kisses said, hey. Look at y'all, she is cheesing. Naya, when you upstairs, what you saying hey for? Your sister said, and me. Oh, and you what? You hungry? You want me to eat? You know I don't feed y'all until every week. Naya. This ain't the week for you. It's like, I'm just joking. Y'all know I ain't neglecting these children, these little thickum legs over here. But yeah, guys, I just want to come and chat. And you know, I'm mad at myself for thinking my chats had to be a certain amount of time. They don't. We talk, we getting a vibe, we filling out things. Y'all share my channel. Share my channel, because I told y'all we're going to start talking about some things. We are going to start. Naya Chocolate Kisses said, hey. We're going to start talking about some things, y'all. You on the African meal plan. You know what? You better start. I need Thanksgiving recipes. Y'all, my family is coming here for Christmas. Oh my gosh. I'm like so amped. Did y'all see my Instagram with my two brothers? My two brothers a mess. They are a mess. Y'all gonna see when my family come, we are going in. We are going to have fun. Good night, Riz. We'll definitely share. She said good night. Yay. They coming here for Christmas. So I'm gonna be vlogging when they come. You right, Camille. Got something on the counter. You know what? Nice. Yes, you should remember my brother was a mess, girl. Yes, he is so funny. I'm like, he should have been a comedian. I don't know why he keep wasting his time. I said comedians could be older. Like he's in his lower 30s. I don't even know why he's playing with it. But he can literally be a comedian. I'm still on live. You about to come in? What you trying to look at Naya, y'all? Look at her, look at her natural girl. She just had to come on. She twisted her hair. If you didn't see her channel, y'all know I had to chop my baby's hair off. I literally had to chop her hair off. I told y'all about the, what was it? Queen Helene. Why I keep saying Queen Helene? I forgot the name of it. Can't wait to meet them. I had to cut her hair off, y'all, just before her pictures. She looks like you. Thank you. I had to cut her. She's a mess. She's a mess. This is my noisemaker right here. This is the one who got into engineering. This is the one I told you she had to be accepted. They only accept so many kids. And she came to me with the letter crying like, Mommy, I got in. I was like, you did. You did. She was like, yes. And we both was crying. Just two big babies. So I got a flat iron. Let me tell you about this too real quick. I got a flat iron, right, from Sally's. Now, when the flat iron malfunction, whatever. So I'm flat ironing her hair for her pictures, y'all. Flat ironing her hair, and this stuff is thick. Do y'all see these twists? Do y'all see them? Do y'all see these? I'm all holding your head. This stuff is thick. Look at it. Look. I flat ironing her hair, y'all, and the freaking flat iron start melting on my baby hair. Literally, now her hair. If y'all on my natural hair group in Facebook, I got to get back to doing. I do every now and then pop up and do stuff throughout the week, but not as much as I need to. You would see how my baby's hair was the last time I let it blow out. I don't blow their hair out for like, I don't let them get blowouts. It like be a year or two before I blow it out. Her hair was way down her back, okay? So long story short, while I was flat ironing it, right to this point, the halfway point, do you know the flat iron started melting on my daughter's hair? What brand? Golden Hot? Was it Golden Hot? Conair. And I said, nope, I'm not taking it to Sally's. No, it wasn't Conair.
Because Conair is good.
I thought it was Golden Hot. No?
I have no idea.
We're going to get the name for y'all. I'm smelling something. We watching TV and I'm just going through it one time, not letting it get real hot. And it was like making this noise. And I'm like, wait, maybe I'm using it wrong. My dumb self. I had to go through it again. Literally, I'm combing. I'm like, whoa, is this your hair cinch? Is your hair being cinched? Wait, what's going on? And I just started smelling the smell. It started smoking. And it was on this whole half. I had to cut all her hair evenly. I literally chopped my baby's hair off. Her pictures looked a hot mess. Like her hair looked like how mine looked, just sticking out on the side with the rest of it. It was crazy. And so I sent the pictures to the manufacturer. I called the manufacturer. Not giving nothing back to Sally's, because Sally's going to take it, give me my money back and take it, just throw it away or say it malfunctioned. No, ma'am. This company must know that they are making stuff that is malfunctioning. You remember You remember April, beautiful hair. Trust me. Trust, I'm a hairdresser. So many black women wish they still had their hair, especially under those wigs. Listen, my baby here is like literally she kind of like starting all over, like literally. But it's so thick and pretty. So she wears it, you know, in her natural state or whatever. And so long story short, I contacted them, sent them a letter, showed them before and after all that. I wasn't trying to hear nothing. I wasn't trying to hear nothing. So we got a little, you know, a little something or whatever, but it still made me mad because she can't go back and do those pictures over. You feel what I'm saying? So if something like that happened, I was frustrated. That was the time, around the time, y'all, when I was doing the floors and I had to get back to South Carolina because my other daughter was grad. It was just so much going on. So call the manufacturer. Look on that box and look for the manufacturer. Do not take it back to the store because they will not only reimburse you, but you want to get some form of stipend or something. But because it was her hair and I knew it would grow back, I didn't go all in depth with them. Oh, but we was peed off. We was peed off about that. That was like really, I was hurt. I was hurt. So everything has a manufacturer. Never just take it to the store. We got juice. Did y'all remember when I came on and I showed y'all? Did I do a live? When I got that Topica juice? And you know that company is in Mexico. I kid y'all not. It smelled like super glue when I opened. I said, no, we not drinking this. Something ain't right. Something is not right. I contacted the manufacturer. I Googled who is the manufacturer. Where is this stuff being made? I contacted the lady there's people at every one of these manufacturing companies that handle stuff like this. Because see, what you're failing to realize is if you just take it to the store, they're going to toss it. So the dumpster divers and stuff can get it or whatever if they want it, if they decide to use it, even in its malfunction. This is the funny part. The company don't know nothing about it. Do you not know everything has a time and a frame of who made it, when they made it, if something may have glitched or anything at that time? So when I called about that juice, no, listen, boo. Topica done went to the next level. They got some mango paradise. I ain't talking about the regular one. I'm talking about that pineapple paradise, that mango paradise. They got some good juice. Do you not realize this lady was able to pinpoint the day, what line, who was on the line, everything, the time that juice was made? So therefore, they can go backtrack and see if it was multiple calls on that time, at that time when that juice went through the line. So therefore they can go and pull or do a recall. Because what if, say for instance, and she was explaining to me, she was like, it's good that you call, because what if at that time our machine broke down and we had to have people come in and do some work on the machine and not realize that the container that the actual juice went in, it didn't get to dry before they put the juice in the glue smell. I don't know, I'm just saying, but this is kind of what she was trying to tell me. That was kind of what she was telling me. That's what I'm talking about. Nope, I want some of your mango juice, not topical juice. Oh, I got you. So she literally was able to pinpoint that. And guess what? She sent us, oh my gosh, so many coupons. And I did a video on it. She sent us coupons, like 5 or 8 or something like that. No limit. I don't even think they had an expiration date. We could just go get whatever juice we wanted. And then we got our money back. She gave us our money back and gave us coupons. So don't just go for the store just giving you your money back. No, because I wasted my gas, my time, my energy. So now I can't drink this and I have to go back to the store to get another one. Then you want me to go FedEx it back to you because you want to test it to make sure there's not no chemicals in there that made it smell like that. You get what I'm saying? I'm helping you because this is giving you insight on what you need to fix because you can find out when it was done. Did somebody get mad and quit during that time? That certain stuff was going through the line and just walk off the line and you thought it was going fast enough that they would have caught it and they didn't? You just never know. So don't let them just say, oh, bring it into the store. I found 41 apple juices at Aldi's today. You did? Can I get some? But anyways, that's exactly what you need to do. Manufacturers for everything. If it don't act right, look right. If I get a box of things for a woman and one missing or one open or looking kind of weird or like something wrong with it, I'm calling the manufacturer. They're like, oh, I'm so sorry. No, because if this says 24 and I got 4 in here that are not right, the store is only going to give me my money back and tell me to grab another one. They're not going to give me my money for my inconvenience. They're not going to reimburse me for the inconvenience. These should not been made like this because these things go down a conveyor belt. There's a line. There's people who's paid to get paid to make sure that thing come down right. Somebody missed and not did their job somewhere. That's how defective things come out. Oh, girl, what you, and turn your head off the line and something went through that didn't need to go through. So I got to pay for it. If it says 24, why am I only getting 20? So I'm supposed to just let that go? No, it's not fair. My money, I don't have money like that. And you know what? They want to hear that because that's how they monitor the quality of assurance of their items, by getting the calls, because even on that box, date and time of who was on the line and when it went through, they can pinpoint who messed up. You get what I'm saying? You shouldn't work a job if you're not going to do the job. Funny you said, Diras, find it. I check for recalls. True, true. But you shouldn't be working a job if you're not going to do it. Not trying to get anybody in trouble. Sorry, not sorry, but I paid for it and it says 24. Why am I only getting 4? Because 4 of them are defective because somebody didn't do their job. So, what do you want me to do? Oh, just give me the number on the box. Give me this on the box and let me know, you know, what date did you purchase it from such and such? I sure will. I sure will. And then they say, hey, can I get your email? They'll either send you electronic, no fee, just get such and such free, or it might send you more than one for your inconvenience, because most of them, they don't want you to send it back because they can just pinpoint it and you can just send pictures or whatever and they don't care. They like, okay, keep it. But literally, I had that happen with sanitary napkins. And the lady was like, oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, lotion? You know how they say if the lotion is sealed, then you know it's good. How you get a sealed lotion and when I opened the lotion, it had air in it, the way it was, you couldn't really shake it because it was so tight, but it felt weird. And when I opened it, it was like hardly none, like almost like, I'll say like a third of it was gone. I'm calling the manufacturer. True, I've gotten metal coated with flour and fried at a... Are you serious? Did you bite into it? Did you bite into it? Give me some more tea. Yes, Dior Diva, it is true. Everything has a manufacturer and a quality control manager, which their job is to make sure that they keep customers. So they're... did you hurt your teeth? Did you break anything? Oh my gosh. Metal with flour covered over it. I'm glad I found it and I'm not my husband because I take small bites. Oh God, because he would have probably chomped and broke up something that he didn't need to break up or whatever. But yes, everything. What else did I have to call for? Okay, the lotion, the sanitary napkins. What else did I have to call? I had to call for something before. Put it like this. If you buy something and it says it's a certain thing and it's supposed to do a certain thing, it should have a certain number or anything like that. I know Cindy 504, April saying, was it a ring? No, I'm pretty sure her husband would say, oh, babe, no, that was the ring. You just bit it. It is supposed to be that. That's false advertisement. If you cannot assure that what I'm going to get and what I'm trying to buy is going to be just that, that's not quality assurance. While your teeth could have been jacked up. Exactly. Or swallowed that. Exactly. Exactly. Ooh, put a little lemon juice in that. So... Hello? I think she just... Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Wow, your teeth could have been... Exactly. Her teeth could have been all messed up. I hope y'all can see me. My daughter just called in, so I'm having my other daughter call her to make sure she's okay. So it just, you know. So anyways, yeah. Anything that has a manufacturer, you can call them and let them know something ain't right. Something is not right. You already put some in there? Oh, so yeah. I'm glad you guys liked the chat. I'm glad you guys stuck with me for 2 hours. 2 hours. We have really been talking and y'all have really been chatting with me and I'm so loving it. I'm loving it. What'd she say?
You stole my purse.
Hey, she stole your jersey. Say hi. Say hi. Say, I'm on live. I'm on live.
Hey, how are ya? I'm loving it at seeing you.
That's y'all see my baby.
Mom, we're trying to sing for you.
Y'all singing for me?
Yes, listen to the words that we sing.
You hear her tell my mom we're trying to sing for you. Y'all hear my? She's on the gospel choir at her university.
It's the random people.
Oh, it's okay.
No, it's not random. I mean, this is done in course. It's a bunch of girls that just got together. We can sing so we can sing.
This is what I deal with. You see? She even look.
Listen, my mom is on YouTube Live and she actually has a bunch of views, so what we're gonna do is sing right now. So
You heard some of my mom's on YouTube Live.
come on, guys.
Y'all hear them singing? Angel, you silly. You is silly. So y'all just sitting around singing. Oh, somebody in the guitar. Y'all see him on the guitar? Go back to the boy playing the guitar.
They're both playing the guitar, Mom.
Oh, it's two people? It says pause, babe. Oh. She at her dorm and they sitting down in the rec room, and they all singing and they got guitars and stuff. The college life, right? Hey y'all. Tell them hi. Look. Hey, tell them hi. Tell them hi. Let me say hi. She gonna flip the camera around.
No, they can't see you because
Oh, they can't see me?
No.
Look at me, I'm waving, and they laughing, talking about they can't see you, Ma.
Because Sada flipped the camera. It's not.
Flip it.
She didn't flip her phone. Tell her to flip her phone.
Sada, flip your phone. Look, I feel old right now, y'all. Flip your phone so I can say hi.
Not the camera.
Hi, babies. Oh my gosh. Here. All right, guys. This is mommy life. Like, they be, what is that, Snapchat? No, FaceTime. See how they do me? See how they do me?
You said Snapchat.
Oh, whatever. I miss fun Fridays in the dorm. Oh my gosh, they really be having so much fun. I love y'all. Oh my gosh, y'all still rocking. They forgot I was on the phone. She started talking. They started singing other stuff. Is Rizzy rapping? What was Rizzy? Why am I tongue tied? Was Rizzy just rapping or something?
No.
Really?
Oh, look like The Weeknd.
No, you don't look like The Weeknd. You need to get some help all this weekend. Okay, so yeah, we talked about some great stuff. Oh my gosh, and my babies came on and all that good stuff. And oh, Rizzy, really, Rizzy? They's too much. They trying to make me laugh while I'm on here. But okay, guys, I'm about to wrap it up. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. Stay tuned because we're going to have another. Oh, you back, Tony, and I'm still here. Look. Why y'all doing this to me? But I'm off tomorrow, so it really doesn't matter. But yeah, y'all, I definitely, like, my girls, man, when I talk to them, my main thing is like, you look like Monday morning. You know what? You know what? Do you know what? I'm going to get you for that. What do I always tell y'all? I ain't even going to say, what do I tell y'all I want y'all to be?
The best.
Then?
That you can be.
You say that you can be anything. I mean, wait, you say you like you can be anything.
Come over here so they can see you. Just, what do I tell y'all? What do I say to y'all on a consistent basis about life and what I want y'all to be?
So you want us to be the best that we can be, like, we can do anything.
Tell mommy this is her song. Tell mommy this is her song.
What song? What song? Look, see? What song?
Mountains. That's your ringtone.
What? What?
Your ringtone.
What's my ringtone?
I rise like the day.
Did y'all ever see that song? I can't sing, so don't. I rise unafraid. Y'all gotta see that song. It is so heart-wrenching. Like, what's the name of it?
Rise up. It's not a
Rise Up by why did her name start with an A.
Let me see. By Ader.
She said she see the Eagles jersey.
I stole this from my sister.
Mommy.
She stole that from her older sister, huh?
Ader.
Yeah. I always tell them that don't look at me. I want you to be better than me. I want you to be Audra Day. How did I forget? I had that ringtone on my phone for oh my gosh.
I forgot.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It doesn't that's my ringtone on my phone. And I always tell them, Rizzy, what you do? Put the whole gallon of lemon juice in my thing?
Mom, you know she did that. But okay, she would like be better than you. Even though she's awesome. Shout out, nobody asked you. Even though she's great.
Don't do that to her.
Even though she's great, she wants to be better than her. Even though she's perfect already. Like, what's better than perfect? I don't know. Me. But but yeah, she told us to be better than her.
Right. I want my kids to know that don't look at what I do, meaning that for that to be something that you inspire to do. I want you to be way better than me. Like, I want you, like, I should inspire to be better than my mom, my grandmother, and it should always get better. Like, I want them to be better than me. Don't look at me. Don't look at what I do. I want y'all to be better than me. And you know, I love the fact that they embrace this. They embrace all of this. They embrace all of this. This is called ether. If you know about hair and natural hair, look up ether. Her texture and her pattern and what type of hair she have is called ether. This is ridiculous. I showed her afro. It was bigger than mine, like big. And it was like a cute picture. She had a little earphones in her ear and in the corner, and I had a picture of her and showing her hair, whatever. But her hair is called ether, meaning like for every one strand of a normal person's hair, she has like 4. It's like the thickest, strongest texture of hair in the melanin person. And it's called ether. So yeah, I want them to be better than me. I want them to know that I got their back and whatever they want to do. I want them to know that there ain't no limit. The sky doesn't even have a limit. So if that's the case, the sky's the limit, it ain't no limit. You know, go hard, do what you can to be all you can be. That's basically all I want from them. You get what I'm saying? And that's just it. And I'm just going to love them through whatever they decide and be there for them and She has a channel too. She has a channel too, but she's been slacking on her channel. She talks about twist and doing her natural twist and all that stuff and how she twists her hair and all that stuff. All TP, yes, it was my son's 8th grade graduation song. They had me crying. Did you see the video? Dior Diva and TP, did you see the video? Y'all gotta see the video. Y'all gotta see the video. It's so freaking sweet. It's so sweet. That's some real love right there. It's a sweet video. But yeah. So that's what I instill in my girls. I instill in my girls that that's what it is. Like I told you, no, I did not go see the video. It's on YouTube. It is so freaking beautiful.
Mom,
it is a beautiful
can
video.
we go out too?
Go out where?
Go tomorrow at 2.
Oh, earlier? Yeah, I don't care. So yeah, I'm so don't be drinking my stuff. Put me some more stuff in there. It tastes like lemons.
Oh, that's really not nice.
Yeah, so yeah, that's what I instill in it. Just to be better. And then I don't play that sibling, you know, siblings have their issues, but I know they 2 different age brackets or whatever. We not about to play that. Your people come around or friends come around and you try to downplay your sibling or talk about them. You know how kids can be when they feel some type of way or whatever. They try to, we called it rib back in the days, rib on your, or, you know, shoot shots at your sibling to make them feel bad about whatever because you're around your friends. I don't play that. That's something I don't play.
No,
what's the song name again? Rise Up by Audra Day.
It's not, what you call it? It's not, it tastes like lemons.
It's all gone?
Yes.
No. Lemons is good for my life. Give me that back.
Well, I used to drink lemon water all the time.
Naya, get us some snacks, please. Naya, get us some snacks, please. That's what April just said.
I ate them all.
Yes, Rise Up by Audra Day is a very, very good song.
Really? I don't have
Both of their links is below. Go support my baby's channel if you would like to. And I'm going to make sure they try to get more stuff. I'm going to watch it. I've only seen her live performance since, oh my gosh, we need to tell Phobia and Brooke that, yes, it is like really a beautiful song. Like when you see it, you're going to be like, oh my gosh. And you have to watch it again. You have to watch it again because it kind of throw you off a little bit with something that's going to happen in the video. And then you're going to be like, oh my gosh, y'all got to see the video. I was like, oh my gosh, you got to watch it. It's a real good video. So yeah, guys, I'm about to be out and get my life together because I just gave y'all 2 hours and 12 minutes of my life. I can't get that back, Psycho. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. So love y'all. Y'all rocked with me, and definitely I will give a notice. If I just jump on sometime, I be trying not to do that, but I be wanting to just chat with y'all sometimes. But I definitely will try my best to give y'all notice to let y'all know that love you back. We appreciate it. Thanks for support. I hate when they call other kids their best friends. How when you grow up together, I know a lot of women wish they had sisters. I wish, yeah. I appreciate ya. Appreciate you too. Yeah, I don't play that with them. I don't play that. Yes, you're welcome. Thank you guys for rocking with your girl. Thank you for rocking with your girl. I love you guys, and I will be coming back with more of these. Cindy 405 Audra Day song is titled Rise Up. Yes, it is. Go check it out. I want you to go check that out. Check that out so next time we talk live, we'll talk about that song as well, because that song like touched me on the inside part. But love, y'all know where that, I said it. Like I'm about to ask y'all know where that came from, and I told y'all the movie, it touched me on the inside part. Anyways, y'all know I can be kind of silly, but I can be serious when I need to. But I'm just having fun. Yeah. Go watch that video. I love you guys. Y'all know yeah. Whatever, I'm about to go wipe this face and stuff off and get my life totally together. And I will see you guys in the next live chat. And you guys, I will also be loading up a video tomorrow. I don't know which one, but one will be loaded tomorrow, okay? And I gotta blow my nose because I've been sniffling. That's not cool. Oh yeah, Naya's birthday is in 3 days. Do y'all know my baby's birthdays are back to back? Naya's is
13th.
The 13th, and RIZZY'S is the 14th. So when I was having RIZZY, Naya had her birthday cake on the side of my bed. Y'all have a great night, weekend. You too, TP. Yeah. So I have 2 back-to-backs birthdays this month, 13th and 14th. Lord help. okay, of November. Yeah. So that's what I'm dealing with, okay? 2 back-to-back birthdays. Yes, Dior Diva. 13th and 14th. What a coincidence. Like, what a coincidence. Back-to-back. Literally, I was in there having her, and her cake was right there on the side. 23rd for me. You the 23rd? So she's a Scorpio. Scorpitarius? Like, no, she's a Sagittarius as well.
Because it's October 21st. But since on Google it said, what you call it, but on my bracelet, it was like October 21st to November 21st.
So she's a Sagittarius too. She's a Sagittarius too.
No, she's a Sagittarius. I'm a Scorpio.
You a Scorpio?
Yeah.
Oh, no, she's okay. November in the house. Happy birthday to us. Scorpios in the house. No, Capricorn's in the house. Capricorn's in the house. Capricorn's like, no.
But that's your sign.
Tyree is the 30th. Oh, really? So you got a November in your family. They say happy birthday, Naya.
Thank you.
Rizzy is the next day. So 13th November, 14th November. In a couple days. Boop, 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 boop. That's why I start talking about the birthdays too, because people's like, what you doing? You doing it? No. You not? No. I'm not doing nothing so y'all can come eat up all this stuff, and the money is basically spent on everybody and not my children. No, we don't do that over here. We just do something fun together over here. Your thing just sticking up.
I know this one side too. I'm trying to put it back.
Yeah, so all right, people. All right. I love you guys again for the 150th time. Wait, happy birthday, all November babies. Thank you. They said thank you. Naya just like mama with the lip gloss. Hey, girl.
I have to.
She be taking my lips, huh?
My lip gloss.
Naya got some real full. Look how full her lips is compared to mine. Hers is real full.
I wear lip gloss more than her.
She got talking about she didn't like her lips at one point in time. I said, girl, people pay for those lips. Don't do that. Give them to me. I'll take them. I'll take them. All right, y'all. Later. Love you guys. I'm leaving. For real. For real. For real. I'm pushing the button like I'm getting ready to do it. I'm doing it right now. Later, Gators.